So I'm very excited for this. Only 16 runners today, which isn't too bad, but it's a good turnout nonetheless. We've got some familiar faces. We've got some people in the title fight, especially those RBs looking to do masterclass like they did last time. And I'm going to have to leave it there because I have had a request from the boss.
A request from the boss?
To just get some activities done swiftly. So.
Well, nevertheless, qualifying is just about to begin, so do not let us keep you any longer. Some returning faces on the grid and a reserve driver that won last time out. Can he win out here in Jeddah?
Yeah, I definitely think that Sausage Joe in his debut won last was it last week?
Last week.
No, not last week.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was last week. It was last week, sorry.
Yeah, his debut race, he took, I think he got pole as well. He got pole position and then won the race. Absolutely dominated the entire Grand Prix. It was a masterclass, absolute masterclass to say the least for Sausage Joe. You do see him in that lineup tonight of these 16 drivers. We do have confirmed driver coming in qualifying. Also potentially another driver who's just running a little bit late, but nevertheless they do have plenty of time to get themselves in the session and get out on the laps. We're currently on board with a Mercedes. It's Ewan, the AE Ewan in these Mercedes, looking to come around third sector. Now there are 27 turns here in Saudi Arabia, and these walls are mighty tight indeed. They can come at you like they didn't even know they were there. There's not a lot of room for error, not the space for the margins, so you can't really push it wide and look for those track limits. There's only a couple corners you can do that on. But it looks like Ewan's going into the pits. He was out on an out lap, but was not happy indeed. Maybe didn't get the run down to the line that he wanted, but we will take a look at Mabalouch. It's not Mabalouch. It will be Lugate looking to set the first time lap on the board. Comes around turn 2 now. Looking fairly decent, squared away, coming around turn 3. But it will be the first time to go on the table. So what will be the banker for the Williams driver? He dispatches of turn 4, which I do suspect may catch a couple drivers out. You turn in a little bit too early, clip that inside wall, and your qualifying is done for. We're now through the S sections of Jeddah to finish his first sector. Certainly looking very squared away, Tom, if I say so myself.
Yeah, looking very nice and tidy. He's coming through the banked spoon sort of curve now. It's looking quite nice and tidy. He's on the soft tyre, so he's not had any sort of tyre disadvantage. He's not, starting on the mediums. And some news I've had also is that Ivan had a qualifying ban. Noticed him going to the pits, and I've been informed that he does have a qualifying ban. For this race, so the Mercedes will be starting from P16, depending on whether any more drivers turn up. I have invited the drivers that I have been asked to invite, namely Glitched Hen and Jack. So I'm not sure.
We'll get those drivers back in and get them into the qualifying session. But we're still on board with Lugi as he's looking to set the first timed lap. Is he happy with this lap though? He's certainly looking fairly tidy, fairly well in control of the car, certainly mastering these racing lines. He does come down and go into the pit, so he's not happy with it. Doesn't want to set the time. Maybe wants to have a little tinker with his wing there. He's not particularly happy on his rotation, but we will see a car come powering down towards the line. It was the Kick Sauber of D. Summers to start his lap. Nevertheless, we do have the Alpine of Sid coming across the line with a 28.7. That's a decent opening lap for the Alpine driver. I think it's Sam looking to come down next. No, there's an Aston Martin, Boss Moss and Andres double teaming towards the line. It's Boss Moss to take the lead by half a second. Sam's across the line. It's a 29.2. Sid is down by half a second, but the banker lap was very strong to open with. It's the Aston Martin to top the table so far.
Yeah, I'm seeing some good laps from everyone. A couple of drivers yet to come out of the pits so far, namely AJ, who actually has.
Leon!
But I do hope the graphic I'm seeing isn't true, and it is true, so I'm not going to say anything. But I hope he can hear me, and I'm going to remind him that he's an ad. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. I thought he was an admin then. He's not.
What graphic?
I'm not gonna grass anyone up, but you may or may not come across it yourself soon, so it's fine. I'm not a steward, okay? I'm not the cops. I'm not the cops. But at the moment, the qualifying looks quite good. At the moment, they're just barely scraping about to scrape out of the 28s into the 27s as well, if you can see that.
I'm confused.
As to what I was talking about, yeah, it's gone now. There may or may not have been a selection of individuals using compounds that are not suited to the dry weather. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I think I did see something like that, but didn't really.
Not only that, but both intermediates and wets are involved in this.
I didn't
Somebody
see
went out
that.
on wets.
I need to wake up. I need to open my eyes a little bit clearer here. I think the excitement got to me with it being Saudi Arabia. I'm not paying attention to tyres. I want to see how drivers are sending it round this track. I want to see how they manage these 27 treacherous turns. It's going to be a mighty fine race. Turn 1, lap 1. It's going to be chaos.
I do hope it's going to be chaos. We've had some good chaos all throughout this season. And if there are any mods in the chat, I would like the bet or the sort of prediction today to be: will we have 8 race winners in 8 races? I highly doubt it today, but never say never.
Well, we certainly could see it. We've had 7 so far. Oster for round 1, Josh for round 2, Hodor, a driver no longer with us, for round 3. AMS Knight, again, another driver no longer with us, 1 in round 4. Leon for 5, Glitch for 6, and Sausage Joe on his debut race for number 7. 7 races, 7 different drivers, and I want to make this 8, especially around Jeddah. This is going to be interesting indeed, but we have been following Jack, who's invalidated his first time lap. You see, we have 18 on the board, so we do have the 2 drivers in that were running a little bit late.
Why has Tom H been disqualified?
That is something we may need to look at the race director there to get a
Good
bit
shout.
of clear information. There's not something I could particularly look at. Nobody's on a lap so far.
Blocking the pit lane.
I think he's spun in the pits. It happens.
Oh,
if you
dear.
spin in the pits and you try and spin your car back around, but you take too long to do it, you get disqualified for blocking the pit lane. It's happened to me. It's something I'm aware of, and I can only feel bad for Tom H. So it's unfortunate. But here comes Lugie.
No
Lugie's
idea for him.
flying though. That was a very, very quick first sector, but he's now coming into the second sector. Rounds turn 15, 16 and 17. Done and dusted. Gets the rear wing open just as he gets around 19. Comes around 20 and 21. Sets himself up to start the third sector. It is personal best sector 2, but is it full purple? That's what we'd love to see. Comes around 23, 24 and 25 with the rear wing open once again. 26, the curve round, you know it well, before you need to slam on the anchors and fire it round to the left, but don't get too close to the inside wall or the outside wall. That could certainly ruin your lap indeed. Powers down, trying to cut the line as close as possible. Does take pole position by 2 tenths. Lugie first in the 27s at 27.8. Can Leon respond in any way? Or better yet, his teammate Josh. Josh, a driver we've known to be very quick. He's also looking to set a lap. Is he in response to Lugie here now?
Are you talking about his teammate Mab, who's just gone P3 though? Is this his first race, Mab? I've not. I definitely recognise his name from within the community, but is this his first OTLR race?
I do believe it is his debut in reserve, but Josh has run it wide. Oh, he's lost it there, coming through 22. It can catch the best of you. It's a very fast left-hand corner. Just picked up a bit too much speed. The understeer kicked him out, didn't get the rotation, and it's an invalid there for the V-carb of Josh. Josh is looking to potentially take lead of the drivers' standings with a good result here, as his rival Oster is not racing, but Leon in P2 is doing it for the V-Carbs. 13 points away from his teammate, needs a really good race here to get up in the standings. If not, the V-Carbs have been such a powerful team round in this season alone, to say the least.
Yeah, season 1 of OTLR looks like it's about the V-Carbs, at least for like a combined driver pairing. When you think about Josh and I think about Leon, the things that they're achieving this season so far, I think they're like P2, P3 in the standings. I know they're definitely leading the constructors at the moment, I think. We'll get into that in the after qualifying as well, so stick around for that.
I do apologise for the little pauses on the screen. I just had to tweak a couple little settings there that were starting to get on my nerves, but we are back and we should be all green flags for the entire duration of the session now and the GP. Nevertheless, we're on board with the kick salver of Sam. Is Sam looking to set a lap? He is coming through the infamous S sections now. These sets of corners in Sector 1 really push you out and can really put you under a lot of pressure. 12 turns making up that first sector, and then you have 9 to get yourself around through Sector 2, and then 6 after that just through Sector 3. So Sector 1 certainly puts you under a lot of pressure, punishing those tyres. You're flat to the floor as soon as you get around turn 4. You need to keep your foot planted and trust that the car is going to do exactly what you want it to do when you're firing it around all these tight turns. There is a lot of runoff there, so it is very easy to run wide and get your invalidation. But after that, you're just surrounded by walls and barriers. But he does come around 22 now, a driver that corner that we just saw take out Josh of what could have been a masterclass qualifying lap, but it was not to be. 22 claimed a victim. The rear wing is open through Sector 3. Can he finish this lap? Can he get himself a decent time on the board?
Looks like a decent lap so far. He's run out of battery on the exit of the final corner though, and he's going to abort the lap actually and take the pit entry. So he's probably going to take a better lap next time around on some pressure tyres.
Yeah, just testing it there, getting a better feel for it. The track temperature's heating up. The evolution is coming. As you know, the best peak time for the track condition is the very last second. If you can cross the line with 2 seconds to spur before the session ends, you will be setting your lap under optimum conditions, peak conditions with the track evolution in this game cycle round.
Yeah, definitely.
Leon's picked him in validation.
Sid back in the lobby. Nice, I'd like to see that. I've invited him a few times and I think he's having some issues at the moment.
Glitched ends up into P3 though, slaps his Ferrari just in the mix for what could be pole position. It's 2/10 away, it's certainly doable. Lugi's not gapped as much as you'd like to, but in qualifying conditions you need to try and get everything to perfection. You, of course, deploying the battery, recharging the battery in certain stages, making sure you have enough of the deployment to use in the final parts of the lap. You want to try and maximise your exit speed as best as you can to keep all the momentum going around these corners. They are such fast flowing turns. It's why I love it so much. It puts you under so much pressure. One mistake, one slip, and you catch yourself going 180, 190 miles per hour into what could be the wall, if not one of the runoffs, and send yourself spinning out and back to the back of the grid. You need to be very careful. These walls are very close. It's the Middle Eastern Monaco in my eyes.
I suppose there's one nickname for it. Josh! Oh my god, Josh has nearly crashed like 5 times on this lap. I've been watching it just in the quiet while you had your little monologue there, but he's nearly crashed like 5 or 6 times on that lap alone. Yeah, he goes out of the way for one of the McLarens. I think that's Jack about to start his lap though.
Josh really struggling around these corners here, maybe going for a lower downforce setup to try and get the speed. The corners are very fast flowing, like I said. So he does go into the pits. He has the time to slap on the fresh rubber and go again. Does certainly have plenty of time to do this. Mabu's invalidated.
Yeah, has he invalidated this and next?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, his track map at the bottom is still red, so...
He's pushing.
Oh no, you're looking at Mab.
Yeah, I was looking at Mabu. Oh, Jack's invalidated as well.
He's only just started his lap though, so I'm not sure how that is.
See, these corners, they're so fast flowing. You're trying to maximise the speed. You don't want to brake too much. You don't want to slow the car down too much and lose all the momentum. These turns come at you like no tomorrow. You need to stay on the line and really get on the line. Sid has left the session.
What is wrong with Sid's connection at the moment?
We can get Sid back into the session. Still 3 minutes of qualifying to go. Hopefully that doesn't ruin his chances to improve on his lap time. AJ on the medium tyres. Is that time for AJ set on the medium tyres? A 28.6. Could be doing his practice laps.
I don't think it is. I don't think that's his fastest, so...
D Summers, is he on a lap? I think he is, powering through Sector 1. He's dispatched of the first 12 corners, gets himself around turn 13 now. Sector 2 separates him from a double dose of DRS. He just needs to power through these corners now, not lose too much speed, really. Focus on the exits here. Turn 16, another corner that can catch a lot of people out. If you take too much curb, you'll catch the rear end spinning out of your, coming ahead of you, and you'll collect yourself on the inside wall. It's another corner that can really punish you, just like turn 22. But there it is, 22 as he approaches. See the slide there, the rear end just kicking out ever so slightly, but it was nice and controlled. And we'll get the rear wing open once again. It's now all pedal to the floor. Power it down to the final turn. You need to slam on the anchors, but be very gentle as you rotate it in. You don't want to hit that inside wall or the outside wall on your exit. That angle and that rotation is vital to finish your lap. D Summers boats it into the pits. Will he have the time to put on some fresh boots? That's the question. Leon is currently out on his lap. Is it a lap or is it an out lap? Could be a double out lap here. The light is flashing.
I'm just looking, and we've actually had 3 retirements so far. I know Iwan had a ban. Andres, I'm not sure what happened, and Tom H has had a mistake. So yeah, that's 3 drivers. Well, 2, Iwan and Tom H, I know are very, very quick. They're going to be starting from the back. So I wonder how it's going to play out with those starting from the back in
on
the track
board
like this.
with the Haas of Lanky one. He's about to come through those infamous S sections. Does get around nicely. Doesn't look like he's carrying too much. Oh, he just picked himself up too much on the curb. Coming through turn 11, and it's invalid.
Josh and somebody have crashed. Josh and an RB have crashed.
Oh!
Yeah. I got a clip. I can clip that. I was on board. I got
Clip
the on
it,
board.
clip it, clip it. We need it.
Somebody's going backwards. Yeah, Mab's going backwards.
Mav's had enough.
No.
That is...
No. Yeah, Mab's going backwards.
Wow. Collision with the Williams. Mabalauch and Josh B13. This has been a disastrous qualifying for Josh. This has been terrible. What has happened to the VCAB? Coming to Saudi Arabia, the sun must have frazzled his brain during the day, because here in the night, he just can't get his lap together.
Yeah, I've no idea what happened there. I was only half watching. I was a little bit occupied opening my drink. I'm not going to lie. And I just had one of the cameras on my screen, and I've seen the crash happening. So.
What was that? The Haas driver, though, with Luigi right on his tail. Could that have been an impede? Nevertheless, Leon's invalid. Luigi had invalid, but does have the time to go again. Will Luigi go again? I'm watching Glitch 10 as he set the purple sector 1. It's a personal best. We can only hope is a full purple, but he is looking to potentially take pole, slap his Ferrari up there. Can he get a second victory of the season? He took one 2 races ago, and now looking to potentially slap it on pole and get in the prime position for yet another. The Fizz takes pole by 300ths of a second so far, but do not count out that Ferrari. He is coming strong, gets around 22, maximising track limits, almost clips up too much on the curb there. I'm hoping this could potentially be a pole position time. He gets the rear wing open, powering down the 3rd sector, only a couple corners now separating him from what could be the top spot. Leon is done, Luigi is done. They can't respond in any way, shape or form. Can Glitched. Bosmos jumps up to P3. He's pushing it down towards the line, draining the battery. It is pole position. There it is. 400ths of a second. Beautiful stuff.
Luigi and Bosmos identical times.
Luigi and Bosmos with identical times. Luigi keeping P3. He set the time first. Sam,
happening way too much this.
Invalidation.
With the times that are identical, it's happening too much for it to be like...
My, that was a beautiful lap for the Ferrari though. I'm glad we stayed on board with that one. Pole position for Glitch 10. Could be the first pole of the season, that.
Yeah. This the Fizz's debut?
It is indeed. He sat there in P2, set a monstrous lap, challenging for pole position. Is it Glitch 10 versus the Fizz now? As we get ourselves ready and head into 25 laps of Saudi Arabia. Luigi with just invalidated his last lap. Could not get an improvement on his time. Neither could Leon, but Leon was pushed down by Boss Moss, slapping that Aston Martin up there to finish off the second row. Sausage Joe, your race victor out from last week. Also the debut winner from last week. Sat there in 7th. Couldn't get the qualifying together today, but certainly will push on. It does have the race pace, or does he? We've seen him have the pace last time out in China, but can he continue it out here? Can he press on?
I'm very, very excited to find out. But as you can see, Glitch 10, The Fizz, Luggy, Bossmas, Leon, your top 5. Out of those 5, who do you think is most likely to lead into turn 1?
I think Lugi's going to go for a monumental send there. But if you look at AJ did set that time on the mediums at 28.3. Yeah. So don't count out AJ yet. That Red Bull could still have something in the bank. Sam's in 8th, Sid in 9th, and Ingram doing your top 10 in qualifying. But again, I think Lugi could get this. If he just gets the right angle going down into turn 1, he could certainly pull off a really nice move, swinging it around turn 2. It's all about his start now. He needs to get off the line, racing. Sorry, I had to throw the pun in there. He needs to get off the line quick enough and put the pressure on the front too. I shall bring you back to the commentator's corner now. We have the part of the event where we have our lobby restart. When we have the restart, it just mitigates those little bugs that you could potentially see in the actual GP. We reset the order, but again, with these restarts, it also opens the door for the opportunity for the drivers to burn out all 4 sets of soft tyres in qualifying. You have them to your disposal, because when you go into the race, your tyres are reset. We reset the lobby, so you've got a set of softs fresh to use if you so use them and see them fit. However, I think Jeddah's going to be medium hards, mediums. It's the only way to go. The tyre degradation is going to be high. It's going to be massive here. Again, 16 corners to the left, so that right side is certainly going to feel it. There's a lot of fast left-hand turns, and with those fast left-hand turns, pushes the pressure on the right-hand side. That right rear is going to be in pain. These drivers are flat to the floor for 79% of the lap. You are full throttle 79% of 27 turns. That's insane compared to previous tracks that you've seen in the season so far. I think we can take a nice little look at the calendar for what is yet to come for the final 3 rounds after Jeddah. So here we are, Saudi Arabia, and then we go over to Abu Dhabi. Not so far away, but still an interesting track and can produce some interesting races. The DRS zones going into Sector 2 and Sector 3 have 2 detection points. So it does certainly open the door for some spicy tactical manoeuvres in Abu Dhabi. It certainly does bring a smile to my face to watch it and also drive it. What's your thoughts on Abu Dhabi, Tom? Anything you're looking forward to?
I love Abu Dhabi as a track. It always makes me remember of 2021, as it does for everyone, I'm pretty sure at this point. But it's also just a nice track to drive on account of the fact that it has a nice variety of corners. There's a lot of overtaking manoeuvres that you can make, both inside and outside. There's DRS zones. So yeah, it's just a nice track for league racing, I think, more than it is like a nice track on its characteristics.
Absolutely agree with you there. And then we head home. We go to the United Kingdom for a spicy Silverstone GP. I love watching Silverstone. Of course I will. It is, after all, our home Grand Prix. But don't count out the fact that certain drivers, although they may be British, might not know the track to the best of their abilities. You may see somebody else coming out the victor. Somebody not from Great Britain. Somebody from another region. Never count out drivers of this calibre, but then we shall head into Brazil, the Sao Paulo circuit. Another spicy track which could introduce a mixing setup. Some drivers like to run a little bit more higher downforce, because in that Sector 2, the amount of time advantage you can gain through those slow speed corners is massive. So yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to the final 3 rounds and certainly going to finish the season off with a bang. On that note, pulling up the drivers' standings, you can just see how close it is. Auster is not racing today, does not put his McLaren in within a chance of getting any higher in standings. So it's all for Josh to try and pull it back, but Josh did not do too well in that qualifying session. Barely made it into the top 15, never mind the top 10. Had the incident with Mabalouch as well. You can't dismiss that. Lost his front wing and was denied a last final attempt to get himself a decent qualifying position. But Leon, his teammate, certainly put himself up there in contention, was setting some fairly competitive times. Sits there in third position so far with a 13-point gap to his teammate, so he will have to outscore his teammate by 13 points and score just maybe one extra fastest lap or anything more that he can do to jump ahead and then potentially set his sights on Oster. But Oster could be back next week. Do not count that McLaren out yet. He's still within striking distance of taking championship. He's just scored consistent point finishes. We've not had him dominate. He hasn't won a race since round one. He was your first race victor here in Off the Line Racing, Season 1, Tier 1. But he hasn't been able to get there since. He's just been scoring consistent points, keeping himself within the chance, keeping himself on the press for what could be his championship here for the first season. But AMS Knight, driver who will no longer be racing with us, sits there in fourth, looking to be dethroned by the Ferraris. No doubt that name will be taken out of the boarding on out of the scoreboards some point soon. But for now, it's for Tom H and Glitch 10 to try and take that back. Glitch 10, your pole sitter for today. But that in mind, managed to slap himself up onto pole position, sending his Ferrari up to the top. It's looking like it could be a mighty fine Grand Prix, to say the least. He could be within a good position to push forward.
Before you continue, was I right in understanding that AMS Knight will not be returning this season?
Not returning this season.
That's fine. I was just, I thought I was mistaken then.
No, he will not. He will not. He's out of here. He was not racing, not showing up for his races. He hasn't scored any points recently.
Attendance is very important.
Attendance is important. We have drivers waiting to get in here and get racing to get their full-time seat. And we have the rules, and the rules are set in stone because you've got to think about this. For this season, everything's fair for everybody. You know your limits, you know where you're at. And we're very strict with it because without rules, we're no less than animals. You need to have order in the chaos. And what is chaos if it's not racing? Racing incites chaos. Incites the worst in us. Makes you want to do things that you wouldn't normally do. But on to the continuation of the standing. So I've got to be distracted there. The Williams in 7th is Lugi. Lugi looking a bit quick here in qualifying Saudi Arabia, looking to score some much needed points to potentially get himself back in the order. And then there's that huge jump in points, 35 points separating Andres and his Aston Martin from Lugi. And then Lanky just behind by 2 points. And OTLR Luke, another driver that we will not see again, has been dispatched from the league for some controversial reasons. But nevertheless, we look on to what could be more championship names potentially getting into the next opening seasons, or somebody could take the 8th or 9th win with these open seats. You never know. We've had 7 winners so far.
Hope so.
Could we go the entire season with different winners every race? I would be absolutely amazed if this could happen. I'll be over the moon if we can pull that out of the bag.
That'd be great.
Then we finish up with Grellis, Sam, D. Summers, Piney Penguin, Sid, and then it's yet to score any points. We have Jack, AJ, Ewan, and Theo. Theo not racing, neither is Grellis and Piney Penguin. So a couple of full-time drivers not able to make it here in Saudi Arabia. But it's alright, we shall see them next week hopefully. Looking on to the constructors, we've mentioned it before, the V-Carbs are mighty here. They are surely a dominant team as they lead in the constructors by 34 points. But the Ferraris, they're mighty dangerous indeed. You see Glitch 10 slapping it on pole position today, certainly has some mighty pace in Saudi Arabia. He's in bringing the Ferraris up to second place. McLaren third with the Williams fourth. The closest to do anything about it, then the 30-point margin, the jump to Mercedes, Aston Martin, Kicksauber, Alpine, Haas, and then the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls still having stinkers, need to score some decent points. That's all I can say, boys. You need to get yourself back into the points. Can AJ do it today? Didn't qualify on soft tyres, only qualified on the mediums. Could have some pace, just hiding it there, not showing what he's made of.
Good lap though from him, especially he said that he had a few laps of fuel in and he was on mediums, but we are now getting ready to go onto the grid. So
absolutely, the wait is over, the restart is done, and the grid is set. We are now going to set our eyes forward on the race. You will join us trackside in just a moment. It would have been a bit sooner than that if he wasn't faced with the loading screen while we wait for the drivers to connect themselves in and get themselves ready. We have 3 drivers waiting to load in: Tom H, Ingram, and the Fizz. But other than that, I'm ready for this. What's your thoughts on this, Tom? What genuinely?
I don't know. Saudi Arabia, I don't like racing it when I'm on the track, but I'm hoping for some chaos here. I want to make it worth my while coming out and having some fun, having a good time here. So I'm just hoping for a fun race to watch. But a fun race, a genuinely fun race, not somebody goes rogue and takes out people and it's just a bit chaos, like racing chaos, like we've seen before in some of our races together, Brooksy.
Absolutely. We have seen some absolute scenes. But in Saudi Arabia, if there's anywhere to do it, it's down into turn 1 on lap 1. All these cars barreling off the line, full power, flat to the floor, trying to send it down into turn 1. Surely there's going to be a little bit of contact here. I pray to the gods that there is not. Any god that is willing to listen to me, whether it be any religion, just grant me this one wish and let us have a clean lap 1, turn 1, 2,
Yeah,
and 3.
Buddha, Allah,
Everybody,
God, anyone
everyone.
that's there.
Yeah.
Every single religious figure have us a good race here today, especially for you, since I know you love this track. And since you love this track so much, I'll let you have lap 1 all to yourself.
Oh, lovely stuff. I do love Jeddah. And the lights are on. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights. All eyes are on that Ferrari as he gets himself ready to go, go, go. And we are underway for 25 laps of Saudi Arabia. Glitch 10 has gone away very nicely. The Fizz not doing too well. He's under pressure from Lugan. There's contact there. AJ has been sent punting out of it into turn 1. Everybody's coming around. We have yellow flags in the first couple of corners. Lugi gets past the Fizz nice and easy. Ingram sending it on the City's ghosted and falling down out of turn 4. I don't see any carbon flying just yet. Everybody seems to still have their front wing active, which is much needed inside the tight twisty sector 1. 12 turns making up this first segment of the track. You need to be very careful, not hit those walls, especially while you try to generate all the much needed tyre temps. There's Sid ghosting again. Just can't seem to get himself collected here in the first opening stint.
I wonder if he's an AI, I'm not sure, but yeah, he's just added me for an invite. I did send him.
Right, so he's maybe had another disconnect there, so he is dropping positions like a stone. It's a good time to take a look at the tyre graphic. You see, Tom H is on the softs, everybody on the mediums until Josh has gone for a hard stint and Andres has gone for a hard stint. Medium hards could be the way to go, but they're all starting on the mediums straight out of the gate to try and get rid of those tyres. We know that the hards have proved to be, time and time again, the better tyre of all 3 compounds. You can really send some mileage onto those hard compound tyres.
The Fizz just clipped the inside barrier there. You've just seen it in the final corner, but he's looking quite nice and tidy. And yeah, it's looking nice and tidy for everyone. There's a bit of a gap between Sausage Joe and Ingram, who's followed by his teammate and Sam. Tom H has already made up a ton of positions. Sid is disconnected again. I'm unsure what's going on with Sid, but he's not having a good time today.
Oh, Sid's having terrible connection issues here, but we see AJ just getting past his teammate there, coming into turn 4. It was a mighty bold move to pull that one off, that's a fact. Does so with ease. It could have been team orders switcheroo. AJ possibly could be the faster driver. The kick salver is Sam though, lurking on the rear tail.
Did you see Sam? I had the stream. He's a couple of seconds behind. I've got it just next to me, but that was Sam had a big snap on the the final bit of all the sector 1 corners, and then you've got the run down to the Spoony banking. He had a massive snap there, and he's just clipped the inside wall there, and yeah, it looks quite.
Oh, he's struggling.
Yeah.
He's really struggling there as the kicks Alba. But again, these corners come at you very, very quick and very fast flowing. You need to get on that line, and the dirty air can't be nice. Not here, not in Jeddah. The walls are very close, they're very tight. Not a lot of margin for errors. There is absolutely nowhere to go in these corners. Is that Jack going for a move? It is. It makes it easy with the DRS past D Summers. Sets his sights on Josh B13. Josh not having the best start. 2 seconds down at the bottom of the points. The Fizz goes fastest with a 30.5. We could see challenges for the lead here as Lugi He's chasing Glitch 10. Leon's
Oh,
trying to
Red
catch the
Bulls.
Fizz, and Sausage Jaw just lurking there at the back there. The Red Bulls fighting down into turn 1. AJ keeps a position. God, things are starting to heat up here.
Yeah, it starts to heat up a little bit, especially between these two Red Bulls. We're scrapping into turn 1 instead of letting each other just use the DRS. So we'll see how that plays out in terms of the top 5 taken away.
Sam is right on the rear diffuser of Ingram there, coming through the tight, twisty S sections of Jeddah.
Yeah, who want to make this move? Oh, we've got a big crash at the back.
Oh, that's Josh!
Lanky and Josh have crashed.
I'm on with Boss Moss. Hurry up, get up to it. No, we don't see it. There's a big crash and a VSC. Lanky and Josh are out of it. Josh, with any hope to potentially jump ahead of Oster in driver standings, has had it destroyed on lap 3 of Saudi Arabia.
You know who's going to be very, very happy at that? Leon.
Absolutely. This opens the door for Leon to take charge.
This is virtual as well. I know it's not his fault. It's a full safety car. The safety car is on track.
Yep, safety car is on track. The safety car is on track. And now is actually a good time to introduce something I've been wanting to introduce. Dun da da da!
We've got a safety car graphic.
Hi!
Yeah!
So we can have a little chit chat here while the safety car goes round. I've been looking forward to using this and now I've had the excuse to do so, so I'm very, very chuffed with that. But we do have a full course safety car.
Yeah, some people into the pits, the Fizz and Leon, maybe they have a bit of damage, or they're just going on to, what would the strategy be now? It'd be what? Medium maybe, if you're on...
Leon's gone hard, and he didn't have a wing change.
What, hards to the end? 20 laps on the hards?
It's, oof. I've said it, they can do some margin. They can really push out here. They can do some mileage on these hard tyres. I've seen it in quite a few races now where they've been able to push these hard tyres to the extreme and they don't blow out. They hold their grip, they hold the traction. The fresher tyres will be quicker, but when they get to around the 40-50% mark, for some reason they just settle in and the drivers can keep going. I've seen it before.
Glitch turn now on the back of the safety car as well. Everyone's going to catch up relatively quickly, so I doubt it'll be up for too long as well.
Absolutely. So, have we done a full lap yet under SC? We've not. It won't go in at the end of this lap. It will go in at the end of lap 5. So we'll have 19 laps of racing from here on out. So this is certainly going to get interesting. Trying to keep my eyes on the field to see where everybody is. We have Sam in P6. Mabalouch is not out of the fight yet. He's in P7. But it's Leon now down into P12 after pitting, but he will be within the pack. So he has benefited here. He has got a free pit stop, but again, like you said, 20 laps. We've seen the mileage happen. We have seen it before. But around Saudi Arabia?
Very tough on the front tyres this circuit.
That's what I mean, mate. It's 27 turns. It's got the most corners of every track in the grid. You constantly have rotation. You're constantly putting the load on the tyres, the G-force, the aero. I mean, if you saw Oliver Berman when he did that GP in the Ferrari, did you see his headrest? He couldn't keep his head still anymore. It's a difficult track. It's a horrible mistress to master.
Yeah, it's constant G-forces as well. Do you know that the G-forces in an F1 car are so vicious?
Absolutely.
That they have to train.
Sid! How have you done that?
What's happened there?
He's got 10 seconds. But he's still in AI.
Whoa. Something's gone wrong here.
Oh no!
We're not in broadcast, are we?
No.
That's the bug I've seen in broadcast.
Oh, so 3 drivers have picked up 10 seconds in penalties. This must be a game bug. They must be able to do something about this. Must be able to send this off to the stewards and get that removed. That's going to damage the race dramatically.
Well, Sid isn't. Yeah, I think.
Sid's not even a driver. He's AI.
Yeah. Something's gone wrong here. I'm sure we'll find out what it is at some point. But Iwan and Sid look to be affected. Sid unable to do anything. He's not even in his car. He's not in the lobby. He's had a connection issues all day. So this is not his fault in any way, I suppose. But I'd imagine it's something wrong with the fact maybe someone accidentally overtook an AI and then it wouldn't go back past him or something, or I don't know,
Maybe it
something
was
like that.
Sid's AI causing the issue.
Yeah, it definitely was an AI sort of issue, but as for who, I'm not sure.
This restart's going to be interesting. Leon has pitted. Tom H has pitted. It's the Fizz has pitted. Leon and Tom H. Boss Moss and Andres, they've all pitted for different sets of tyres. Boss Moss has gone for a soft stop. Nevertheless, a safety
Yeah.
car will be in this lap, so the racing is about to get underway. That Aston Martin's going to be mighty quick, but I just don't think he's going to be fast enough to do anything before those hard before those hard tyres come into play. I think that's just going to happen. We shall go back to the game screen now as Glitch 10 prepares to get everything going underway and to get us going with a mighty fine restart. Comes around the final turn now, gets himself ready and lined up. And we are go, 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 go! He was not caught out anybody by any means whatsoever. You see Loogie right there on the rear diffuser, but so is AJ putting the pressure on Sausage Joe. He's right up to that rear diffuser though. That was looking mighty fine indeed. We have a couple of snaps there, a bit of an impact though. Is that Mabaluch? Oh, Sam! Sam's just gone flying into the wall. Ignore the safety car graphic, that's a bug. But Sam has lost his front wing entirely. That was disastrous for the kick Salvo. What just happened there?
Yeah, he's letting everyone by, not make sure not to take anyone out with him. That's unfortunate, especially in a sector like that. No VSC for the debris though. I wonder if he's going to retire in the pit lane or if he's going to continue the race. He's going to have to get back, and it's a long way back for sure. So he's going to be hoping for at least another safety car if he wants any chance of doing anything of note in this race now. Racing for just his own pride. But Luggy unable to get past Glitch 10 on the restart. So Glitch 10 looking like a very good candidate for the race win here. The Fizz is making up positions. He does not have to stop again, but the top 7 do have to stop again. So it's about how the Fizz can stay with these guys and manage his gap once these guys have pit, which should be relatively soon. But that would be if they're going hard to the end. But at this point, with the safety car, you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think they could try and go long here. They could really try and extend this stint here, prey on the safety car to come out. Maybe that's why the hard runners have come out for a hard stint, now a long stint. These drivers that didn't box, when those mediums start to burn away, if they try and extend them a little bit longer, they're certainly going to be in a position of crashing territory, lighting up those rear tyres and spinning out corners. We just saw what was beautiful driving from Leon and the Fizz to do a double switcheroo and get past the McLaren of Jack. Leon to the inside, well, outside even, the Fizz to the inside. It was like a weave. Blue car dived in, white car dived in, the McLaren was behind. That was pretty cool indeed.
The story of this race now at the moment is how Leon and the Fizz can work together to not lose time to everyone else at the moment. As for talking about extending to the softs at a track like this, those softs at the end are going to... Oh! Mav's crashed. He's spun at the spoon sort of curve and has hit the inside wall. Lost a lot of his front wing. He's crashed. But continuing with what I was saying, because he's got back and going again now, he'll have to stop to repair. But those medium runners, if they extend the mediums and take softs at the end, they'll have an even bigger tyre pace delta to those to Leon and the Fizz, so and Tom H as well. So they'll be able to catch a lot quicker when we're closer towards the end and once they've made their stop. So it's all about how they'll be able to catch up and about how they'll be able to get past.
I've got to say, I've got my eye on that Aston Martin Boss Moss. He came out on the soft tyre. Oh, Jack's just clipped the wall. That's not good. That could have put a bit of pressure on that front wing, but here goes Boss Moss with those soft compound tyres. It's easy, gets the better traction, can get the power down. So much better on those soft tyres. He's now coming up to the Fizz. Leon has put a car between himself and the Fizz. It's going to put some pressure on that Haas driver. Ingram now in that Red Bull is certainly going to feel the pressure from that Haas from behind. But can Leon catch up to that Red Bull? 2.3 seconds separating him from what could be a chance to fight for the podiums. AJ just outside of the podium positions. He's doing it good for the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls
Yeah.
need this.
He's doing very, very well. He's just tagged along to the back of this fight between Sausage Joe, Gluggy, and Glitch 10. Gluggy a bit closer to Glitch 10 than he is Sausage Joe. He's looking quite feisty at the moment. Looks like he could make a move, especially with the DRS and the battery. It looks like he could make a move now, unless he just wants to save and stay behind until the final corner and or turn one.
I say I know AJ. I know what he's like in Saudi Arabia. He loves it. He absolutely loves Jeddah. This is certainly a track where he's feeling comfortable right now. Like you say, he's just sat there staying in that train. He's not burning his tyres out. He's waiting. Honestly, of all the people, so I say that know Jeddah just like I do, it's AJ.
There'll be a move there. There'll be a move here from Sausage Joe or Luggy. Either or, I think Luggy's got to make the move if he wants to stay ahead of Sausage Joe at least. Here goes to the inside, doesn't make too much of a fuss about it. Glitch 10 just concedes the position, and there we go. There's a change in the leader, but it's not so much a change in lead, it's just a maintaining of pace and the order at the moment.
Again, not a lot happening there, just swapping the DRS. I was suspecting Sausage Joe to try and follow through, like you say. Keep it open for Sausage Joe, putting the pressure on Luger, but he didn't. He still sits behind that Ferrari. He's not ready to concede any hope of having DRS, just running their own race. Could open the door, like we said, dare you say it, extending those mediums to potentially whack on the softs at the end. It could be possible. Because the VSC, there could be another SC or another VSC to slow the pack down. Ewan picks up a 3-second penalty. I don't know whether that's possible here. What, you're driving through walls, my friend, or something? You've got to be careful. Turn 1's certainly going to be the one to pick up your penalties. You've got to be... I don't understand how you can do it through the S sections. You just back off the car. You just ease off the accelerator. Rotate it nicely through the corners. They're not too difficult to navigate. Not a lot of places to really run it wide unless you try and power it to the floor.
Yeah, Sausage Joe now has been still on the back of this fight, but he's getting overtaken by AJ.
There goes AJ.
AJ's inside. See, here is a good place to overtake because you get the DRS to the cars ahead as well as the... Oh, that was close. You don't lose DRS. It's not like the lead of the race where you lose it on the run to turn 1. So AJ now has made that move, but he's dropped a few tenths to Glitch 10 and Luggy. He's going to have to make sure that he gets that back.
He's flashing light, he's recharging, he does not have the battery to do anything. That light has been flashing all down that straight for AJ, that Red Bull. Really trying to recharge the battery there. Hasn't lost the DRS, so he's doing well. He now needs to get the optimum line here and close the gap up through this S section. Has a bit of breathing room to do so. Oh, you see Luger following in that dirty air of Glitch 10, especially through a corner that require, all these corners, should I say, that require so much downforce on the car, the lateral load to push the traction down, push that rubber to the tarmac and send the car around the corners as best as possible without losing too much time. Still 6.5 tenths separating him from Luger. Not pushing too hard to catch back up. He would have had to recharge the battery a lot, I suspect. He's just not burning it away now.
Yeah, I'm still just keeping an eye on this fight as well from Sausage Joe's perspective. He's got a nice bit of battery there, so he's no way out of this fight. He's just making sure that he saves a bit of his tyre, saves the battery for when he needs it the most. He's letting these guys use it up, be closer to each other than he is, so they'll get more dirty air and more of a downforce, loss of downforce, so that the tyres will scrub up on the ground a bit more and they'll die just that little bit quicker, so he can make it to the pits first. Because that's what you want to do. You want to make it to the pits first for their stops. You want to come out ahead and have the clean air so you can catch Leon and the Fizz, who are going to stay out and be ahead of you.
Still going another lap, so the mediums are still working fairly confidently for the drivers here. Leon closing up the Fizz, but now making a move only on those two, just exchanging DRS. Well, there you see Boss Moss gets out of the dirty air, the hot air of Tom H. Again, if your engine gets a little bit too hot, those exhaust fumes overheating that engine do cost you a little bit of speed. They can affect your acceleration and your performance, especially coming out of corners. You bog down, but you see the Boss Moss had a moment though, had to snap the car back into position, has lost a lot of time to Tom H in front. Needs to try and close that gap back up now. One mistake has cost him 3 full tenths there in one corner, but now he could be under pressure from Jack, the McLaren behind.
AJ had a snap just coming out of the spoon banking curve, and I'll tell you what, Sausage Joe just had a whack on the wall. I wonder if he's picked up damage there. I don't think he did, or if he did, it's not visible.
Yeah, it's not
at least,
visible,
so not much has changed. Yeah. So AJ had a snap, lost a couple of attempts to Luggy, but Luggy's dropped it now after being stuck behind glitched, not using the DRS, and then AJ's made it all back up again. In fact, he actually looks quite close now. He could make a move here. He's got the battery. He's using the battery. He's gone to the outside. Takes glitched and Luggy with the DRS and the battery combination before the final corner. I wonder if he'll have the DRS now towards turn
Well,
one.
that was the detection zone there. I don't think he's going to get it. He dives into the pits. Oh, that was crucial. He went ahead.
He took the advice that I was speaking about being first in the pit lane. I wonder what they'll stop for now. It's hard, not soft.
Hard to the end. Wait a second. Oh, that was a bit of a visual bug there. Double stop.
What?
Wait.
Why is I? Did you see that?
What did I just witness?
Yeah.
What have I just witnessed?
Did he had a penalty now?
No, that was a double stack. That was a double stack.
He double stacked on himself.
He double stacked with his teammate Ingram also boxed, but
was that not him?
no, it was Ingram. But we just had some very strange
fine.
visual bug there.
That was a perfect double stack. No, that was a perfect double stack. It was perfect.
It was perfect, so perfect that the game didn't even know how to react. The game was like.
It was so perfect that I didn't even notice.
That was flawless for the Red Bull team, for the Red Bull crew. But it was so good that we didn't even see it correctly.
Oh, I tried to clip it, but I didn't get it. My bad.
I'm flabbergasted by what we just saw. However, AJ now on the hard compound tyre looking to push out to the end of the race. Now, this is it. All systems go for the Red Bull driver. The driver's ahead, yet to box, but they are coming around the final corner now. Will Glitch 10 dive in the box and try and cover that off? He will have to. He will really surely have to, because the undercut, especially in Jeddah, could be massive. Sausage Joe stayed out. Leon stayed out. Everybody else has stayed out. Glitch 10 covering off AJ there.
AJ's got DRS as well, which isn't going to help the people that are extended there by one lap. He's going to use it off Andres. I think that is Andres isn't going to put much of a fight up. At least he shouldn't. We've got yellow flag sector 1. I'm not sure why. Safety car.
Safety car. Safety car. That's huge. Oh, look at that Glitch 10.
If he keeps that position, that's crazy. Surely he doesn't.
No way he keeps that. No way he keeps that. That was cheeky from Glitch 10. Wait, no, he does.
Oh, no way.
No, right, nah.
Okay, that's the game being silly, not those two. But I wonder how the safety cars come out. Who's got no front wing? It's Jack, who's conveniently actually extended his stint. So I wonder how that's come about. But
I want to say that AJ was well ahead of the safety car line before
he was.
That's
He
false.
definitely was.
That's false. AJ was ahead of the safety car line before Glitch 10. That is false.
Bogus.
I don't like this game. Why would you do this? We have rules. We talked about the rules earlier on. It's what separates us from the animals. Don't hurt us.
Prayers absolutely answered. The Fizz and Leon can probably both stop as well. I mean, everyone can stop now. Even those that went on hards. I think everyone should just go mediums now, or hards to the end, or softs even. Softs, I'll take softs.
I wonder where Sausage Joe's going to come out. Like, will he stay ahead?
Yeah, he will, because everyone behind him's going to pit.
Ooh. But that's. Oh, he's gone softs.
Yeah, it's got to be soft. It's only going to be 10 racing laps.
That's bold. They're gonna be horrible at the end, mate. Horrible.
Even mediums. I'd take mediums as well. But some of those guys have used their mediums, so.
Yeah, you see the Fizz, Leon, Tom H, all into the pit lane, as well as Jack and Andres Ewan also into the pit lane, swapping those tyres.
It's Glitch 10.
Oh!
Did you see that?
I've just seen them as they come around the corner. They were almost touching with each other, and Glitch 10 almost in that rear diffuser. That was close, but the Fizz is ahead of Glitch 10. Can you believe it? Your pole sitter has been jumped within the safety car strategies, and the Fizz has gone soft tyres. Glitch 10 will be on the hard compound.
Yeah, pull up the tyre graphic. It's such a diverse sort of grid at the minute.
Jack's gone softs. We have medium runners Leon and Tom H hard runners and mediums. Sam and Ewan on the mediums. Could we see a recovery from the kick Sauber, Sam? He's certainly back in the fight. 11 laps, 10 laps of racing roundabout. If we get it going at laps 15, it's...
Yeah, he'll catch up and he'll be able to stop again if he wants to, even if he wants to put on a fresh set of softs, and he can just stop it. Like when he catches up, just stop again, because the safety car won't come in. So
This is certainly opening a window of opportunity for the kick Sauber to come back.
if I was Sam, I'm definitely stopping for softs, even though I've just put mediums on. I'm definitely stopping for softs again.
Oh, bold strategies, bold strategies.
I mean, he's out of the race anyway at the minute. Everyone ahead of you is
Nothing
going to be
else to
on
lose.
home.
That's not a bad call. He has nothing left to lose. Swap it. Oh, I forgot about my screen. We should have the screen up. I'm not seeing it on the screen.
Neither am I.
Oh, it is
there
up.
it is.
Yep, it is up. Oh, you get to see my little dance as well. I did a little dance. A little jig.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it's just me playing the fool, but I love this screen. This is awesome. We can have a nice little conversation while the safety car's going on, because, you know, sometimes it gets boring when the safety car's out.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a little bit catatonic, so I'm not really moving a lot too much. So it's all good.
AI generated, I
still
forgot
guy.
to mention. Tom Carter's
I'm
AI
still guy.
generated.
I'm not a real good person. I'm just an AI commentator.
I do apologise. I was pulling the chats back up because I had to minimise the chat to check the stream that the camera screen had come up. We're good. We're good. We are cooking. Also live on TikTok, so get yourselves over to the TikTok if you're not already there.
Yeah, I forget sometimes that OTLR has a TikTok. If you would like to watch the live on a TikTok, if it's a more convenient platform for you, then jump over to the OTLR TikTok at Off the Line Racing.
Call me out here, right? The Fizz.
If you are sorry again, go on.
I'm sorry, it's just popped into my head. The Fizz. If he wins, it would make number 8. That would make the 8th winner. Sausage Joe's won. Glitch just won.
Yeah.
The Fizz in P2 hasn't.
Also, Sausage Joe would be the first person to ever win 2 races on the bounce if he won this, and he would be doing it in his first 2 races.
Ah, yes. 2 on the bounce for Sausage Joe. The first race win for the Fizz, or to be crowned the 8th race victor of the season. Ooh, history's made either way. God, this has been one killer season from start to finish. You can't even deny it. Oh, the safety car's in. The safety car's in. 10 laps of racing in Saudi Arabia to go. Oh, yes, everybody's starting to line back up. We're slowing down. We're slowing down. Sausage Joe's going to get himself ready in prime position to jump and get the race lead going. I think he's going. Is he gone? Was that it? It is.
Has he gone already?
7 tenths. Almost 7 tenths to the Fizz. 7 tenths to Glitch. Oh, my. That was a mighty fine jump off the line, though.
Yeah, that's a good start from Sausage Joe, but the Fizz is able to cope with it on his equally new soft tyres. Glitch 10 on the hard compound. Will he be able to keep up? He needs the DRS quickly.
Absolutely. Get the power down, Fizz. You need to make us happy here, but... Oh! What has happened? They're in the wall!
Big crash. Safety car.
That's another safety car! What?
No.
What happened?
I have no idea.
AJ and Leon in the wall outside of turn 3. What just happened? Give me some information, please. I can't... Oh!
I have no idea how that's happened, but the sister cars have managed to collide.
Saudi Arabia chaos. And we are back again for a safety car. That means everybody who did not pit for the softs now have that window of opportunity to slap on those soft tyres. Wow, I can't believe that happened.
Opening a can of Coke Zero to cope with that.
I need to check in the Discord to see.
Speak of the Discord in the chat now. If you would like to join the Discord, head over to Twitch and check the chat. The link to the Discord is in there if you would like to sign up. Sign-ups are currently closed, but this season is not too far from coming to an end, and the turnover to next season will be very short.
Absolutely. I'm now looking at the Discord to see if I can find what has happened, what has gone wrong. Are there any clips? I have a clip
Absolutely no idea.
in the making. Oh, it's qualifying. Tom H. Look! Oh, it's Tom H's disqualification! He was just... That's insane. He was stopped on the pit lane line as he came to it at the right speed. He was stopped dead, forced to wait for a second, got going again, and then it came up saying he was disqualified. That is crazy.
What, like when someone pulls out in front of you and your AI just stops for a moment?
Yeah, but he went from 70 kilometers an hour or whatever it was to 0 in a split 0.0001 of a second. Just stopped dead. And it disqualified him for that. So that was Tom H's qualifying done. That's why you didn't see the Ferrari up there with his teammate pushing for pole position. Woof.
He is now.
He is now. There you can see him there, P2 and 3. It could be podium lockouts for Ferrari.
The fizz has gone fresh softs again.
That's a bold strategy. Lost track position. Needs to now pass everybody ahead of him to get back in any way, shape or form. Maybe a strategic boo-boo. That may be a strategic boo-boo. Now needs to fight all the way to the end.
Yeah. Sid's AI cooking.
Sid's AI in P6. I think we should allow Sid to have those points. It's the only points he's going to be able to get this season.
Well, he did not participate in the race. He was jumping in and out as he could, and it's not like he wasn't here. So,
I know, I'm just joking.
I'd genuinely make the case that I deserve the points, but you know.
Could be a race where Sid also doesn't have an incident.
It's also true. But we've only got a few people with penalties at the moment. Oh, the fizz. Watch it.
Oh, 10 seconds!
Wow. I'm not even going to speak on that.
Hey, well, you had insight.
I mean, just saying, all right, I'm not going to say anything more other than if I'm lucky, there isn't a piece of equipment that's safe near me at all. Not a chance that 10 seconds is going to stand. I mean, actually, unless, I don't know, the fizz was weaving and then the fizz weaved into Luggy. Maybe Luggy wasn't looking and went alongside, or I don't know. But
well, you need to be vigilant on the safety car. There's no really excuses for it. You need to be watching the car ahead of you to make sure that you can not get yourself in a collision with anybody in
always
front.
on the car behind, isn't it, to make sure that you approach the car. You just don't overtake the car ahead.
Yeah.
Luggy, though, quite frustratingly, is going alongside the fizz, probably saying, "What are you doing? What did you do to me?"
He's certainly not happy with that, but if he has the footage, if you clipped it, get it reported. The stewards will most likely review that one. If it was what we think it is. I didn't get a good view on that. Could be, like I said, the fizz warming up the tyres.
I have a clip of it. I was on Iwan's point of view, so I was on board as well. I saw it perfectly.
Well, we know. Watch on to Glitch 10. They're in P2 looking to chase down Sausage Joe. Sausage Joe looking to make it 2 in a row. Can you do it, my boy? Be the driver to do it this season. Many have tried, many have failed. But for you to do it will make history in OTLR Season 1.
No one is yet to win 2 races in a row.
Absolutely.
No one is yet to win 2 races at all. But at the moment, it looks like one of these 3 is Tom H won an OTLR race yet.
Not yet. So, Tom, if he wins, it'll be the first Ingram, the first Sausage Joe will be 2 in a row. Glitch 10 will be 2 victories this season. So, but the V-Carb's not scoring any points this race out. The safety car will be in at the end of this lap. We shall now go back trackside fully, and you shall no longer see mine and Tom's beautiful faces.
Get in chat who's more beautiful. No, I'm joking.
Let's get on
Been
the
out
vote. Sausage Joe
How's-
warming up those tyres, but
Yeah.
Glitched is getting right up there, right, ready to pounce like a lion. There he goes, Sausage Joe's away.
He's been caught out a little bit.
Glitched has been caught out, but his teammate has not, and neither has the Red Bull of Ingram. Ingram has a look there too, Tom H, but does not have himself in a position for a move. Sam looking to send it on his own teammate. Can he get the double there as he sends it on Andres as well? Sam 2 places in 2 corners. Luigi follows him through. That was impressive. Tom H, 3 seconds there. Oh, that's damaging.
We won't have a new winner unless there is some serious pandemonium. At the moment, Sam looks like he's on for a podium finish. If he can stay with these guys ahead of him at least, because of penalties.
Sam's going to have the pressure though from that Williams. That Williams has been the faster driver over the Kick Sauber. He needs to defend like a lion, but I don't think it's going to be possible. Luigi is just a master through these corners. He's had a bit of a squabble in the opening start. He's pitted for the medium tyres now. We'll try and go to the end on those. It'll be easily done for him. But the Fizz up into P8, came out of the box in P11 after he boxed for a fresh set of soft tyres when the safety car came out. Does set purple sector 2, looking for the fastest lap of the race. Can he catch up to the rear of Luigi as Luigi now closes in to Sam? Can we see an overtake before we get into the final corner? Sam burning that battery to stay ahead.
Yeah, Sam, I wouldn't be too worried about staying ahead of people with penalties at the moment. I'd be just looking to use them to drag me along and stay with people ahead.
Luigi got a monstrous exit there and gets ahead.
Sam went deep, so I think it was more Sam having a poor exit than it was Luigi having a good one, but it was certainly better than Sam's at least. He is now into P6, but I'm not sure what the penalties are. I'm going to bring them up for myself at least, and I'll let you know. So it's 3 seconds for Tom H, Ingram, Jack, Luggy, 10 seconds, so I'd definitely not be worried about staying ahead of him. If I'm Sam, I'd use him to just gain some ERS and stay with me. We know he's quick, we know he's on fresher tyres. 10 seconds for Sid, he's AI, he got it under safety car, probably just something that he didn't really deserve anyway. 3 seconds for D Summers, he's just given his first penalty. He went also on 3 seconds as well as Bosmos.
Well, the Fizz is closing that gap up now to Sam 844. Sam will have to try and defend this. If not, can he do anything about it?
No need to defend it.
You can see that the Fizz are looking for that open door, weaving left and right, making himself huge. Oh, Sam goes off the track. Could that have been a warning?
I don't know if he's got damage, Sam.
His wing looks clean. It looks clean. I'm not seeing any chips, any breaks, anything looking loose. He does concede the position.
He just needs to use the DRS. He needs to stay with the Fizz now to catch back up to the drivers ahead if he wants to maintain any sort of chance at winning this. But at the moment, it looks like Sausage Joe is clear.
Oh, Lugi looking to send it on the Red Bull. Gets it done. Now only has Jack in front of him.
He's going to take Jack into turn 1 as well. Is it going to be double dose of DRS delight?
Well, like, wait out for Ingram. Could Ingram follow him through?
He might. He doesn't go for it though.
No.
The Fizz is catching up. Sam is under attack from Bosmos, who has a penalty. Sam defends very well. And yeah, Bosmos has stuck his nose around the outside still and has had an incident with Sam.
Sam's lost his left end plate, picks up the wing damage. Bosmos is in the wall. The wing on the left-hand side is completely destroyed for that Aston Martin. What happened there? That could just be an incident with the contact model. It's a bit treacherous. It's not the best in this game cycle, but the physics, locking the wheels, got each other collected on the outside of turn 2. That's disastrous there for Kick Sauber.
Gap between Sam and Fizz is unsalvageable, but the Fizz speak of is making a move on Ingram at the moment. He's looking very, very close. He's probably just going to use the DRS to burn and to save actually for the rest of this straight. He's going to take the next 2 corners much better with the tyre grip that he's got in excess, and he's going to use the DRS in this straight to save actually from the looks of it. So he can probably make a move holding on to turn 1, but these two ahead, Jack and Ingram, look like they're going to scrap for position as well. They've both got the same amount of time penalties, so they'll cancel each other out. Ingram takes the position around the outside into the final corner, but that means he's going to be vulnerable down to turn 1. He's not going to have the DRS. the McLaren is, but the McLaren has got bigger things to worry about with the hassle of the Fizz on the fresh soft tyres. The Fizz goes to the outside of both Ingram and Jack, takes him into turn one. I'm not sure where Jack is because I've got the onboard camera, but from the way the Fizz turned in there, it looks like he's out
Jack's
of
on
the
his
equation
tail.
no matter what.
Jack got a good exit there, was close to the tail of the Fizz, but the Fizz has those soft compound tyres, a bit fresher than Jack's McLaren, and he can just continue to press on a little bit harder, get the traction down a little bit better, and it's much needed through Sector 1, these 12 turns. If you've got that grip, you've got that tyre life to your disposal, you can dispatch of these corners relatively easily and at a very, very fast pace. But the Fizz now sets his sights on what will be a podium. If he closes that 2.5 seconds down to just around a second, will inherit it from time penalties, will get the P3. But it's not what he wants. He wants victory here. But it looks like Glitched is looking to press on and get the attack on Sausage Jaw. He's looking to stop the Alpine reserve driver from taking what could be 2 in a row here in OTLR. He won last time out. Can he win here in Saudi Arabia? The Ferrari's certainly going to give it a huge effort to stop him, but let alone his teammate now under attack from the Williams of Lugi, both faced with time penalties, so this will be for their position, trying to finish ahead of each other. The Williams gets it done into the last turn. Tom now needs to try and fight it back with that DRS, but he's recharging the battery instead. Glitch 10 closing up to the rear of Sausage Joe. Doesn't make the move yet. We still have round about this lap, lap 24 and lap 25, 3 laps of racing, including this lap indeed. So it's the penultimate lap and the final lap where the last minute lunges are going to be made. Now they need to recharge their resources, get that battery back up to full potential and get themselves in the prime position for the endgame.
Someone has had a crash somewhere. I think it's at the inside barrier at turn 3, I believe. You've probably all done it yourselves before. It's unfortunate for him, so he's not going to score any points today. That's one kick Sauber out of the equation. I wonder if Sam can hold on to the few points that he'll have the opportunity to have towards the end of this race. But we are focused on Glitch 10 and Sausage Joe. Which one of those will be the first driver to win multiple OTLR races in a season, or at all for that matter? Because of the short history that we have. But if you would like to come and seal your name into it, join the Discord, join the server, get involved.
Loogie there with the big send on Sausage Jaw. My, going into turn 22, stuck it to the inside. That was beautiful stuff.
That was an insane move. I've just seen it on the replay. Well, I saw the replay on the stream footage. That's a few seconds delayed for me. But that was an outstanding move there. But Glitch 10 now in the net lead of this race. He can use Luggy through from DRS through this lap, so he can save his battery. Or well, he's not actually. He's going to stay ahead, but that means he's got a buffer zone to Sausage Joe, who's his only contender. But Luggy, he's going to have to watch out for Tom H. He's going to be determined to take the position ahead of him because that is 4 position. They've got the same amount of time penalties here, so it's like a 2v2 at the moment, and it's all happening on the same piece of tarmac.
My, Lugie's racing like he doesn't even have a track limits penalty. I think he's within bounds to get that removed because he's certainly pushing on for what could be. Oh, Sausage, your 3 seconds! It's gonna go to Glitch 10! That's a track limit violation. He's run wide too many times. Glitch 10 keeping it clean will take a victory, providing that all is well off the track with the steward's reports. Glitch 10 just needs to keep it within the white lines now, and he will take 2 race victories this season and stop Sausage Joe from making it 2 in a row. Oh my, it only takes that one mistake, it only takes that one moment for the race to be flipped on its head, and it certainly has. The Alpine driver looking to potentially push on for 2 on the bounce has fumbled in on lap 24, picking up track limit violations. What a shame.
Looking to the outside of Glitch 10 around the final corner on the penultimate lap. We're going to cross the line for the second to last time. The white flag of this is NASCAR. It'd be coming out now, but we don't have it in here in F1. It signals the final. Oh, actually, we do, but it just signals something else, actually. But it's the final lap now. Glitch 10 looks like he is going to take the provisional win of this race, which I guess is subject to change depending on the steward's discretion. But we'll see if Glitch 10 knows enough to take it on track as well.
Well, Loogie with the 10 seconds, I'm sure that if that was part of the bug from the AI, I think it was, he will have that removed. It could be Lugate being the victor here. We could see that go to the steward's room and the 10 seconds be completely removed and Lugate be the 8th race victor of the season. He is yet to win a race. This could happen yet still, people.
I didn't know that, but I would have made more of it a big deal if that was the case, because Luggy, I genuinely think he may be able to get that removed. It was just a silly thing on the safety car. I don't think it was over 10 seconds at least, but we'll soon find out anyway.
Well, it'll go to the steward's room, we'll see the after reports, and we'll see if it's been removed. We can only pray, absolutely pray that it can be taken down, because we come through Sector 3 for the final time. The rear wing is open for what will be the second to last time. Can Lugie do enough to defend? But here comes Glitch 10. Tries to send it to the outside line. Lugie's going to not defend it. He will pick up the DRS, but can he get the exit here now? Unless Glitch 10 goes for his second race victory of the season. If he does it on the track, it's going to be close. Lugie's going to go for it. Oh, he's done it at the line. Lugie's done it at the line. And if that 10 second is removed, the now 20 second is removed. Then my, what a way to finish and be the 8th race victor of the season. What a finish.
A good finish, that.
God damn, he knew he could get it there. He saved the battery. He got the traction down there at the final turn, deployed it, opened that rear wing, and with the slipstream and the battery and the DRS, that Williams turned into a missile towards the finish line. And it was a drag race to the line indeed. Lugie just managing to pull ahead. If we take the 10 seconds off, we should be able to see how close that actually was. So let's wait for the timings to come up on the table. We can deduct the 10 seconds. I reckon that was around 400th of a second, if not closer. That was mighty close. He was around, his front axle was in front of Glitch 10's wing there, if I remember that correctly.
What a race. That was a close finish as well. But Tom H takes driver of the day, as you can see.
So Lugie.
If the penalties stand, I'm pretty sure I'd say Ferrari 1-2 in OTLR with Glitch 10 leading the way.
800ths of a second, roundabout, give or take. But Glitch 10 there sits on the top spot provisionally. Tom H in P2, Ferrari podium lockout. Sausage Joe on the podium once again. Only started racing in OTLR